I've often said that I spent 10 years on the fence about kids, and that is true, but it's not true in a way, because I was unsure for about 10 years. Up until I met my husband, I was just under the assumption that I would eventually have children. And then I guess shortly after we got together, we started talking about like the eventuality of that. And then as people around me started having kids, I really became unsure and started waffling back and forth, but I still thought eventually I would have kids. And then I was really spiraling, and I started recognizing maybe I didn't want to have kids, but I also felt like I couldn't definitively make that decision. And so what I was doing was basically having the same conversations over and over again, thinking the same thoughts ad nauseum. There was a lot of rumination, but I wasn't actually making progress. So when I share I was on the fence for 10 years, I don't want that to scare you and be like, holy shit, this decision takes 10 years to make, because it absolutely does not have to. If you are being intentional and deliberate about making this decision, if you're not just hoping it's magically going to appear, but you're like actually taking steps towards figuring things out. If you want to commit to a process, if you're done with flip-flopping back and forth, that is exactly why I created my 3-month group program that's going to be starting again mid-September on September 16th, because I wanted there to be a space where you could know that, like, basically if I get on this train, if I keep moving along the tracks, i.e. coming to the sessions, engaging in the reflection prompts and the questions, I naturally will arrive at a place where I am able to make a decision, or where I'm super clear in terms of what my next train stop's going to be, versus just thinking in circles about this choice. So if you're like, Kelsey, I want to get on the train. I'm tired of walking in circles, trying to figure out where I'm going, of having the same conversations over and over again, of making the pros and cons list, of cruising through, the fence sitter subreddit. Comment. What are we going to comment below? We're actually going to do the raise hand emoji. Okay, let me put it on the screen. I should really plan better for these videos. Raise your hand. I will send details on the upcoming round of my 3-month Kids or Child-Free Group Program. All the info's on the program page, and would love to have some of you join me for the upcoming session so that we can finally get you out of this place of fence sitting, close the door one way or another, or walk through it maybe as the metaphor for having kids, so that you can get on with your darn life.